it's Little Chamberlain here. I'd like to apologise for not uploading this week. I missed the whole week and it's now Wednesday. I was planning on uploading every Tuesday, so this is 2 Tuesdays I've missed now. This one's going to be a bit more personal as opposed to just about my business or makeup. I wanted to talk to you about hair colour because I've had loads of different hair colours, not too crazy, so yeah, I thought I'd do like a little series of things about me. So this one's going to be about my hair colour. So I'm going to start off with my natural hair colour. Seems like a good place to start. When I was a baby, I had like bottle blonde hair, like really blonde hair. So I've got this hilarious picture of me as a kid and I put it up here. And like putting a little squinty face, but you can see I've got pretty blonde hair. She looks a bit ginger actually, but I am blonde, I promise. Oh, here's another one of me as a kid. I was pretty cute with my really blonde hair, because when I was a baby that picture did look a bit ginger. So this one is a bit later on. God, I look about what, 3 there, maybe about 3. Obviously I had blonde hair, but as I got older, my hair did grow darker, so I ended up sort of going quite mousy blonde, which I didn't really like, so I used to have like highlights and stuff put through my hair. So this picture is the closest to my natural hair with highlights. Had some really choppy side fringy thing going on. I was guilty of being a bit of a little emo scene kid when I was sort of between, I don't know, maybe 13 and 15, 16 maybe. I definitely rocked being a little emo kid. Oh gosh, I've got this really terrible picture. It looks worse because it's actually on like a snow day and my hair looks very yellow, like very badly bleached, so very yellow against the white snow. I think I have a snowball stuck to my hat as well. I definitely have a snowball stuck to my hat. Oh gosh, this is at school. I remember this. Right, so I dyed my hair a lot darker. This is such a ridiculous picture. I think that is an umbrella if I remember rightly. We had an umbrella put up inside. Very bad luck. So I dyed my hair a lot darker and then I decided to go back blonde. I do this quite a lot. You'll see the pattern. There's just something inside me that wants to stay blonde, you know? So with this picture, I've got dark hair and I've got some very obvious highlights. Probably not one of my best hairstyles, I must admit. So then from then, I went back blonde and there's this picture here of me at a train station. My hair's quite long, it's grown quite long there. Actually, I've got purple put through my hair. You can't see it very well in this picture. You might be able to just see like a little tiny bit of purple coming through the top of my head. I had purple here, I had like a purple splodge at the back, and then it was this side. So I had purple like under here, just random streaks. It was the XXL purple. I had that for quite a while. Here's another picture of me. You can see the actual purple a bit better. I think this was on the last day of school, so yeah, I was just like 16. So yeah, you can see like the purple chunk there. It comes through quite well through my layers and stuff, and the purple underneath. And then from there, I went on holiday with my best friend, and I decided that I'd take purple hair dye with me. This is literally like the just before shot. So you can see like the purple starting to fade out and grow out quite a lot in comparison to the other picture. But you can see how blonde my hair was. And then there's the next picture, which is of me with the whole head of hair dye on as sort of like a proof/progress picture, as you do. So yeah, so this is when I first went all over purple. And here is the shot of my hair completely purple just after washing and dyeing it. So yeah, so I was purple for a very long time. I kept my purple hair, absolutely loved my purple hair. Then I dyed my hair dark and I had hair extensions. Now it's very hard to see in this picture because I'm wearing a black t-shirt, such a poser as well, really cringe. But I had hair extensions like proper down to like my hip line. They were really bad, they were really obvious. I never really got on with extensions. Rocking disco pants as well, I've always loved disco pants. Oh, that is also a 3GS, so that shows how long ago that is. My first 3GS. Bit cringe. And then from there, I wanted to go back blonde. So, and in the process of going back to blonde, my hair went very orange. So here's a picture of me with orange hair. I actually loved this. I've been orange twice, 2 different occasions, mainly because of going from brown to blonde. You always go orange in between unless you probably get it done properly. I have never, even to this day, had my hair dyed professionally. I always do it myself. I've always been quite fortunate. Loads of my like really close friends, all of their mums seem to be hairdressers. So I always used to get my hair done free or for really cheap, or like I'd buy the dye from them or something like that, and I'd get it done really cheap. So that was probably another reason why I had so many hair colour changes. But with this one, I did it all by myself and I went very orange. And you can see like my roots are very blonde, but my hair is very orange. But I loved it. I actually wanted to keep it. I did keep it for a while, saying that. Oh look, here's some more pictures of me with orange hair. I'm pretty sure this was my 18th birthday. My best friend Nicole took me to London because I'd never been to London before. She took me to London for the weekend. We stayed with her uncle and we went shopping and stuff. So this was at a train station in London. But you can see my hair is very orange. It's more blondie orange, it has got lighter. And I also had an undercut as well. I had like this bit cut really short. I did continue to shave it till like it went like fully like underneath my hairline. But I think at this point I just had it like here, I had this bit cut really short. And that's taken to the bleach really well. So this bit's really blonde and the rest of my hair is still very orange. And then I've got this picture which is at my favourite club. Well, it's closed down now, but it was my favourite club. It's called Unit in Southampton, and here's me here where I actually bought an orange hair dye to make it all a decent orange colour. That was probably one of my favourite hair colours. If I could, and it wasn't going to damage my hair so much, I would definitely go orange again, except my boyfriend does have orange hair. He's ginger, so I do feel that might be a bit weird if we both had orange hair. So for that reason, I haven't gone back to orange because it was definitely one of my favourites. So due to bleaching my hair so much and being desperate to get it so blonde so quickly, I completely destroyed my hair. The ends of my hair were like so frizzy, they would just all clump together, so my hair would clump together at the ends and it would just look hideous. I couldn't get a brush for it, and when I did get a brush for it, you'd like brush it and it would kind of just keep going. My hair just turned to like elastic, and then it would spring back and it would just go into like little fuzzy balls. And there's literally no going back from that. Once that happens, it's gotta go. So I reluctantly got my hair cut very short. Probably the first time I ever had my hair cut that short, and you can see from this picture here how short it was. So it was like literally just around my jawline. I did actually quite like it. I was terrified of losing all my hair, thinking I would look like a boy. I do look a little bit like a boy. But I did like this hairstyle, mainly because for the first time ever I actually had some volume to my hair. I had loads of really short layers, again because the rest of it was just killed. I wasn't really out of choice. I had no choice but to have all of these layers cut in because the ends of my hair were destroyed. But for the first time ever, I had the volume, I had the big sort of hair look, and I loved it. But at the same time, I couldn't wait for it to grow back. And the in-betweeny stage, from when it's like really short to like a decent length, that in-betweeny stage is a nightmare. Because it's not long enough to do anything and it's not short enough to do anything. It's just a really annoying limbo to be in. And here's another picture where you can see, so when I had my hair cut short, I dyed the underneath and the underneath of my fringe. Actually, no I didn't, I just dyed the underneath of my fringe black and the rest of my hair was purple. So you can see in this picture here, it's with my friend James, we're at a fancy dress party, but I didn't go fancy dress. And I'm not like that, I'm not that guy that doesn't dress up, but for whatever reason, I didn't dress up to this. In fact, I went to this party that was at a venue and everything. I went in trackies, I think. I've just remembered what I did. I did go in fancy dress. I went as Sporticus, and I had a Sporticus outfit. I'm going to find a picture now and put it here. I put a Sporticus outfit on, but it was an age 7 to 8. I mean, I'm very short, so I'm 5'2", I think, yeah, 5'2". But this age 7 to 8 Sporticus outfit, it fitted, but I had a terrible camel toe. And I was so conscious of it all night. So I had, for whatever reason, I had like trackies in my car. So I went and got changed and I put a pair of trackies on, and I look like a dick, but I'd rather that than have a camel toe. So this is me and my friend James, just as Elmo, best outfit ever. It's just so you can sort of see a bit better my hair where it's black underneath. There's also this picture where my hair is black underneath. You can see it a bit better where like it's in the lighting. Again, this is at unit, very drunk, cringy picture. So I dyed my hair red. I only had red hair for a very short amount of time because it just did not stick. The purple always stayed really well in my hair, so I thought the red would too, but it really didn't. So this is the picture, again, in unit, really very drunk, with my friend Gary. You can see I've got hair extensions as well. I've actually tried to wear red lipstick as well, go me. But yeah, I'd really like to have a red hair actually, it was very nice. Lesson number 1, do not keep bleaching your hair because it will dye and you'll have to get it cut short. 2, if you want to go blonde and you want to bleach your hair, use a ash coloured toner because that will take out the copper in your hair. I've learned all of this the hard way because no one told me until after I'd done it and I ruined my hair and had it all cut off, that if I'd have just used a toner on my hair or an ash colour, like an ash blonde colour, it would have taken out the brassiness and the orange, therefore I wouldn't have needed to keep on bleaching my hair. So that's lesson number 2. Lesson number 3, if you want to be cool and get an undercut, do not let your dad do it. This is what happens when you let your dad do your undercut. So I already had an undercut. I went the first time in, I don't even know how long, probably since I was like 12, that I'd gone to an actual hairdresser's to get my hair cut. And they cut me in an undercut where they just literally just cut the hair short. They didn't shave it, they did it all just with scissors. And I loved it, I thought it was really cool, so I kept like shaving it back in, just using like normal hair clippers or whatever. I think for a while I was using my brother's beard trimmer. Then I sort of got a bit braver and I did like all underneath this side. So it was coming up to my best friend's 18th birthday and I said to my dad, I need my hair redoing, would you mind doing it for me? So he was like, yeah. I gave him the clippers and I said I'd probably do like a grade 2 or whatever, and he chose to completely ignore what I just said, or he didn't hear me or whatever. So he did it without any attachment on, and I was literally bald. Like I've never been that bald, and it was terrible, and I looked so ridiculous. I may as well have just like bicked my head. I was that bald. So I had to go to my best friend's birthday party. Luckily it was only like, there was like 3 of us, it was just really close friends, and yeah, I had a bald patch, so I wore a hat for about 2 or 3 weeks until it started to grow back enough to not look ridiculous. But here is probably the only picture from that party where I've taken my hat off. I'm just like, fuck it, take the hat off, clearly quite drunk there, and there's my bald patch. So yes, lesson learnt. Yeah, this is probably the most recent picture of me being blonde. This was last year actually in my student house. Really cringy webcam photo. I think I took this in my NUS card actually. But yeah, so that was how blonde my hair was, and it wasn't until June 2014 that I dyed my hair brown. And that was because it was coming up to my 21st birthday and I really couldn't afford to get my roots done, and they were really bad. And I hired out a venue and everything for my 21st birthday, so I thought I can't go all out, buy a new dress, invite all these people, spend loads of money on my party, and then turn up with really bad roots. So my answer to that was to dye my hair brown. So I dyed my hair brown and it went purple. Must have just been the blonde in my hair that reacted so much to a specific colour in there, but my hair is definitely purple here. So after having purple hair for a little while. I didn't really like it because it wasn't purple enough, so I just decided to go plain old boring brown, and here it is now, plain old boring brown. But for now it suits my job. Life is too short to have boring hair. So I'm sorry if I've babbled a lot. I'll probably edit this a crazy amount because I definitely have babbled a lot. But I just wanted to make this a bit more like a thing about me as opposed to just my makeup or my business. So yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Like this video if you did enjoy it. Leave any comments below telling me what you think about my different hair colours and which one's your favourite. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and I promise I will see you next week.